What's going on, everybody? It is Douglas back here on my Learning Java survival world, where today I'm going to be running through every single thing that I've done in this world, which honestly isn't all that much considering and comparatively, but I think it was very fun to do. However, this will be the final episode on this world. I'm going to move on to bigger and better things. And before I do that, I wanted to go through and make sure that I document everything that I've done, talk a little bit about what I've learned about Java Edition Minecraft, and discuss the next things on my channel. I'm not going to really be doing a chronological sequence of events. I'm kind of just going to start on that side of my world and sweep over this way, hop into the Nether, go show the things that I did in there, and then call it good for a little wrap up. As I come over here to check out my Guardian farm, I just wanted to give a little quick shout out to Ender. Commented on my last video and let me know that it was piglin jockeys that were producing that raw chicken on my gold farm. I was very confused by that, and I appreciated that little tip. Here I am over at my Guardian farm, and already you can see how difficult it was for me to build this. I was getting shot left and right and left again from all of these Guardians. Oh, there they are aiming at me again. Next time I build one of these things, I'll definitely be using invisibility potions. As I get up a little bit higher above these guys, you can see them all getting pushed up by the soul sand bubble columns and drop down into the giant nether portal. I am super happy with the way that this turned out. I wasn't really focusing on building anything in this world. Obviously, as the only build episode that I did was with my starter house. But if I was to build anything, this farm would have been incredibly useful to produce me some of my favorite blocks in the game in Dark Prismarine. So yeah, that was probably my favorite farm. Super fun, really good time to make the time lapse and to figure out, the mechanics. They're a little bit different from Bedrock Edition. So here is my super long row of sugarcane. I'm going to go ahead and just gather this all up. I was planning on making a sugarcane farm at the beginning, didn't end up getting around to that, so it's all just here. And I never really ran out because I just kept replanting, cutting off the tops like this and replanting the bottoms all the way around until I had enough sugarcane that I'd never want for any more. The right here to my right is my wheat farm, wheat and seeds farm. You can see in here it's been very productive for me, especially here on a solo world where you don't really need all that much wheat. This and the cow farm over here were the very first things that I did that were Java specific. The Java mechanic that is in play in this farm has to do with these trapdoors right here, where this trapdoor, all these trapdoors are technically waterlogged. And in Bedrock Edition, waterlogged trapdoors don't release water on the sides. Or block water, I'm sorry, on the sides. However, in Java Edition, if you put them and open them up this way, so you see this is the block that the trapdoor is on. It is open right now on this edge, blocking the water from coming out. So it makes it super easy just to create a little bit of a dam. And so when I unpower them and close the trapdoors, lets the water all come out. Yeah, so the seeds and the wheat all go into this chest, which I have a lot of, and then I just come back in and replant. I'm not going to replant now because I've got other things to go show you, but that was the process for this using the trapdoor and water mechanics of Java. The next thing that I built using Java specific mechanics was this awesome cow crusher right here. I have 25 cows in there. So what happens is every time I breed them up and there's more than 25 cows, because of the rules of what is that called? There can only be 25 mobs in a single area. You'll notice they all died and their beef and their leather came down into here, and all I needed to do was feed them some wheat. I built a little bit of a cool enclosure around, put some extra cows. These cows can't get into this entrance area because that was annoying, actually. I didn't want them to go in there, but anyway, then right over here is my starter house. I am very proud of this. It's got great depth. I love the color palette, the windows and things. I'm gonna do a little bit of a circle around the outside real quick so you can see it all. The back entrance, got this side, which is identical to the other side. I kept these kind of plain, you know, not really a lot of texture along the top, and it was kind of bare down here because I wanted to make like bushes and stuff, but I didn't get around to a decorating episode. Maybe I'll come back later in a becoming a builder episode and kind of spruce up this world, but we'll see. Anyway, come inside, got the dragon egg that I successfully got from the end. The little entranceway, enchantment setup down here. Here on the second level, there is storage and a bunch of circle boxes with a bunch of things. Yeah, I've got elytra that I went and got. Never quite used it, but then right out here is a little manual bee farm. I never got around to making an automatic one, but it worked. It got me some honeycomb and got me enough honey blocks for that up there, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So it worked. Next was this little entrance down into my mining system. It's got stairs all the way down. And yeah, this was the very first foray I did into the caves of Caves and Cliffs update 1.18. And yeah, I wanted to make it look like it wasn't just a hole in the ground, because it was. And so I put up a bunch of dirt around, made it look like a natural hill that I carved into, which was kind of fun. I still have my project stuff over here for this next bit. And the next bit is a dope semi-automatic tree farm. You grow trees on this dirt block. The pistons over here push it that way. It comes over. There's a TNT duplicator up there, which is another Java-specific mechanic that I took advantage of, because in Bedrock you cannot duplicate TNT. And then it popped down into this collection system, down into a really cool system that I set up based on a video from Pixel Riffs, where if the output that I want is logs from this farm, then I put this redstone block right next to this hopper, and it stops them from going down into the system. And the system down here is automatic charcoal farm. All in all, this was probably my second favorite project that I did in this world. It was very fun to put together and super fun to mess around with TNT dupers for the first time. Next, I'm gonna have to pop over this way. I was supposed to put a soul sand block and a bubble elevator over above where I'm going to show you next, but I never got around to it, so I just got this little temporary staircase down into the abyss. And down here is where I have my 2 XP farms of this world. Oop, got caught in some cobweb. This monstrosity is a cave spider spawner farm, which pops them all up right here, which is very easy to kill them and get a bunch of drops and things. This section over here I've been using more recently, because this is a skeleton farm. You'll notice there's the spawner right in there. This is where skeletons go up right behind this wall, and they get dropped right down in here in front of me. And this has been used by me to get enough bone meal for my tree farm. Moving right along into the Nether, there's only a couple things in here of note. One of them is my favorite build of the entire series. The first thing of note is right here on this level outside of the ladder, and this is the collection system for, oh my goodness, hello. Oh man. I did not realize that was spawnable. Alright. This is the collection system for my guardian farm. I still got a crap ton of things all over these chests. And yeah, very happy with the way that was built. Ooh, is that sponge? No, that's stuff. And the other thing of note, I need to go back up this ladder into my little nether hub. I've got, oh my gosh, there's more. I've got highways going to an end fortress, nether fortress, and this, let's see, which way was it? This way is to the end portal and the fortress that I used to get to the Ender Dragon fight. But those are kind of boring, and I didn't really do anything with any of these except for, you know, fighting the Ender Dragon. So I'm just gonna pop up here and call it good for the day, because here is my favorite build ever. Gotta hop onto the nether roof and head this way. There it is, coming out of the gloom, scaffolding that goes up into nothing. Very ominous, but I promise it is really cool. Takes forever to get up here, but it is worth it once I do. Alright, you can already see some falling down from above. Now this is a gold farm. I've already taken most of the nuggets out from these 2 chests, but this one is almost full with all the drops. And I am super happy with the way that this one turned out. Let me pop up a little bit higher so that I can show you guys. All right, here you go. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 levels that these piglins can spawn on. There's a hole in the middle. Those trapdoors are covering up a bunch of stone with turtle eggs in them. So they all get aggroed on the turtle eggs. They want to go stomp them, and so they walk over into that tube in the middle, fall down, and die down below. Super awesome. I've got a video on it, and I've got the credits for who made it. It's made by Shulkercraft, and it is awesome. All right, well, I'm going to pop back through this portal back into the overworld, because that is it. That is everything that I've done and that I am extremely proud of in this world. So thank you so much for watching. I have been Douglas, and you've been awesome. That's going to do it for today's episode and the entire series. I could not be happier with the way that I started my channel out. I loved making this world, and I'm excited for the next one. If you are interested in more survival content, I've got a survival series. If you're interested in more building, I've got a builder series that I started already. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.